Hi, you guys. This is Wendy coming to you with a flip through of my second Flowish journal. If you haven't checked these out on YouTube, you definitely should. These Flowish journals that are going around are patterned after the magazine Flow, and the premise behind the magazine Flow is that everything in the magazine is useful for the person who owns it, meaning they can tear it out, they can make use of it. And so the Flowish journals that you would buy at a Barnes and Noble have things like postcards and stickers and posters and tags, anything that someone who's into paper would love. Calendars, you should check them out. For my purposes, they're a little bit too spendy, and so I wouldn't really be able to afford buying them. I think there's something like 20 or 25 bucks. And somebody will probably correct me on that, but more expensive than I would want, basically. But certainly they're put together by artists who are responsible for those things that are created that you would use in the magazine. And so some really cool ladies have started a Facebook group called Trashy Junk Journals. And one of the swaps that they do on a regular basis is the Flowish Journal. And so this is the second one that I've created for that group. And so I thought I would share that and just kind of a flip through of sorts. This one I tried to work within the premise of, I tried to do a rainbow. I tried to work from neutral colors to red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then the middle is purple and pink. And so I'm just going to kind of go through. I won't show everything just because there's a lot in here. Here I've just paper clipped some loose images. We have faces and clocks and a globe. We have some sheet music. One of my favorite things to find when I am looking for things at thrift stores are any sort of biological kind of images, any kind of close-up microscopic things. I think that they create really pretty patterns. You can see it's really, you can just really see it. It's really bold. So I have this image of a frog. We have some sort of molecular structure. Again, I like to find science books. We have a yearbook page that I think has some really handsome fellows and this cute girl here. A Tim Holtz tissue paper, a doily. Here we have a coloring book page that I think has a really has some really strong body parts that you could alter. We have a piece of gold paper. Oops, these I need to paper clip in. We have these geometric shapes, and I am including a couple of packs of stickers. Basically, yeah, just everything is as graphic as I can find. If you art journal or just like to make things with paper, I just tried to find images that would work for art journaling or journaling in general. And my partner mentioned that she likes faces. So I have this Marilyn Monroe face. This is a butterfly coloring page. We have an eye, jelly plate work that I've done. This again is some sort of muscular tissue of some sort. So here we're starting to get into the red. This is a lung, I think. We have a magazine page. So all kind of red images here. And these are all from magazines. We have a shoe. And this bird. And most things I tried to just put just the very least amount of adhesive I could, because again, the idea with the flow is that you should be able to use all of it. And so I've paper clipped some papers that I think are really pretty. This is a jelly plate that I did an image transfer over, so it's the image of a woman's face once you get to the whole sheet. Magazine, Georgia O'Keeffe flower. We have a hand that I've just attached with a paper clip. I'm really into hands. Another jelly print, an envelope. This was a book lining. I think it's really pretty, so I just pulled that out and included that. More jelly printing. Again, more jelly printing, this time with leaves. We have a napkin. We have a card that I found at a thrift store. Paint chip. A menu from a Chinese restaurant. We have the start of an ATC card and a owl card, some more jelly printing. This was from a poetry book for kids. This was a tear-off mouse pad that I found at a thrift store. Some more book pages. Here I included some hand-shaped Post-it notes. So now we're into yellow. I'm not that into yellow, but I did include a few magazine pages. And we have a bag here full of orange things and some yellow tickets. Then we get into green, ledger paper. This is an envelope that actually I cut off the top, and so I think you could use it as a pocket. Got some green. And some golden green. Here we have some experiments I have with watercolor. And I've affixed some napkins with a paper clip. And also here's another jelly print with an image transfer that I thought was kind of cool. Some jelly printing. I thought this girl was really cool, so I included her. Some book pages from kids' books. Now we're kind of into the blues. This was a grade book and some images I've included of women's faces. More images of women's faces. Jelly print, nature photography book, children's book. This was me rolling off my brayer when I was doing jelly prints, and I kind of liked the resulting effect. This was the end papers to a book, and it kind of has a wood-like pattern. I don't know if you can see that. I've included a few just little blue tidbits here. This is a jelly print where I made my own owl. I inscribed the owl into craft foam and then did a bunch of prints with it, so I included one of those. Now we're getting into purples, and so I included this really cool cover to a spiral notebook. It's kind of prismatic, kind of vinyl-y. We have some vellum. This came out of a Stampington magazine, piece of scrapbook paper. This is kind of a stencil-y, something I found in an art book. Scrapbook paper. This is a photography book. More photography. I often keep my paper towels, and I think they're really pretty to work with, and so I included a couple of those. Included some little tidbits. This is a little envelope, some jelly prints, the edge of a really pretty piece of paper that I've been saving and have never used. Somebody sent this to me in Happy Mail, and it has little embossed buttons. We have a magazine page, image of an eye from graffiti. Some kind of cool paper I got at Tuesday Morning that has a snakeskin pattern. jelly print, this cool, I don't know what you'd call it. It's not tissue paper, but it was in that section at the store, and it's, I guess, Mylar. I'm not sure. This is some packaging that has kind of a sweater texture. Just a blank card that has foil on it that I thought was pretty. And then we're in the center here with the jelly print. And just to kind of give you a sense of what this is in, this is a donut box. And on the inside of the donut box, I just used some stickers. You know, the stickers that you never use, basically. I did a little work with those just because I like the texture. I added another doily to the back and just kept the craft paper on the inside. On this end, I used a bunch of strips of washi tape that somebody's given me, or several people have given me recently in Happy Mail. And then the idea really, it might take a little work to kind of get this to a spot where it closes appropriately. But my idea was that I was going to recycle this donuts box that we actually got the other day. It was the perfect width for me. And so I basically have just secured the papers inside with a bunch of different seam tapes and hem tapes and a little bit of string. And then I recycled this tag and used some extra letters to write flow. And then as far as securing the book itself, I'm just going to take a hairband that you would get at the Dollar Tree, and I'll wrap that around the middle of the book just to keep it closed. But yeah, that's my second Flowish journal, and hopefully my partner will like it. I'm going to get this out in the mail here in just a minute. And hopefully you guys are doing well. In just a couple days, I'll be picking the 2 winners for my Favorite Things challenge. And I'll also be putting up a video with the next challenge and the idea behind it. So hopefully you'll stay tuned to that. Hopefully you're doing well, and I'll check in soon. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.